Hello, my name is Mr. Cowsall and I'm going to talk you through A-Level Sociology. So to start with, what is sociology? Some of you might be thinking about whether or not to take psychology or sociology and what the difference is. Where psychology will focus very much on the makeup of the human mind, sociology centres very much on society and how a society is constructed, and how society is very much like an organism that works with different parts. And understanding society and how society is made up is at the heart of everything that we would do in A-Level Sociology. It gives you an awareness of the social, the political and the economic issues that shape society. Have you ever wondered how we developed into the society that we are today? When did society form in its first instances? Have you ever wondered how the way you see yourself determines the way people identify you, the categories that you might be placed in within society, and why we feel the need to have classes and different groupings? Have you ever wondered whether men or women are more likely to commit a crime? If these are the sorts of questions that you'd be interested in exploring, then maybe A-Level Sociology is the subject for you, because it does exactly as it says on the screen. It's to enable you to make sense of the society we live in and understand the cultural and identity issues which affect us all. So a bit of myth busting. What sociology is. It's about behaviour. It's about the effect of culture. It's understanding all the different moving parts within society. Sociology is a science. It's a social science. So therefore there will be scientific methods for research that you will explore and apply practically during the course of your studies. It can be found in everything and everywhere. What sociology is not. It is not the study of human behaviour alone. Remember, we talked about the component parts that make up the bigger whole, and it is the bigger whole of society that we are exploring. It is not social work, although understanding sociology could help in future careers, for instance, social work. Sociology doesn't explain everything. Yes, there will be theories that you'll explore and you'll look at different perspectives and different theoretical ideas, but it does not give one answer that fits all. Some people think that sociology focuses very much on the family because that is one of the popular topics, but there are 6 topics in total that will be covered, which you will see a little bit more about in a few moments. Some people think that it's not relevant or interesting. Well, it's found in everything, and everything that we do, even down to the behaviour of students in school and the structure of a school day, can have its roots in the study of sociology. It's also worth noting the subjects that sociology has a strong link to. So if you are looking at different A-levels that you're interested in, well, it's worth thinking that it has strong links with psychology, but also history in particular, because we're thinking about the history of society, English as a reference to how society has been constructed and the texts that have been written throughout time. As I mentioned already, it has that link to science with the approach that you will take, the case studies and the theories that will be used. And some of the skills that it develops are those ideas of critical thinking, not just thinking that there is one answer for everything, but also that we can look at the different perspectives of different people from different parts of the world and different times in history and their perspective. So you'll be looking at theories such as Marxist theory or populist theories in your study of sociology. Also, it's very much a discussion-based subject. So if you enjoy debating and look and unpicking the ideas of others, then sociology will be a really good place for you to develop those skills. There are essay writing elements to it. Assignments will be submitted that will be an essay where you're debating a topic, and obviously at the end of the course you'll be examined in 2 different examinations at the end of year 13. So what careers can sociology lead to? Well, you can obviously continue sociology following A-level at university, but what you will see on the screen are some possible careers. Wherever anybody has an interest in supporting others, or whether they may be involved in anything to do with society, such as the police force or social work, you will see that there is possible career pathways. Criminology, Some students might want to go on and focus specifically on the criminology part of society. So there are different possible avenues, and as you can see, things to do with working within the public services and the public sector. Over the course of the 2 years, the main topics that you will be studying are on the screen. So as I mentioned earlier, families and household is particularly important, and education is one that we do, but also the skills that you will need will be part of that. Once you go into your second year, you will focus on specific elements of sociology such as crime and deviance, and how religion has an impact in shaping and forming the moral codes of society. And again, a bit like research methods at the end of year 1, in year 2, you'll focus on the theory and the methods behind sociological development. So looking at different perspectives and theories that you then might be able to put into your critical assignments and essays. On the screen at the moment is a typical case study that we might use to debate in a classroom. What you'll be presented with throughout the course is not necessarily a right or a wrong answer, but the opportunity to debate. Here, for example, is a case study about a young man with a young family earning a very low wage, living in a deprived part of society. If this young man turns to crime in order to provide for his family, is that wrong? If he is putting the needs of others in front of his own and goes about it in a way that means that he can be successful, does it matter if that is socially an unacceptable act? Of course, you might be sat there now listening and saying, yes, it's completely wrong. Others amongst you might be saying, no, he's justified. And that is at the heart of the study of sociology. Having that opportunity to debate, having that opportunity to discuss, and knowing that there isn't always a right or a wrong answer. And different aspects and different elements of society might feel very strongly to other parts of society. This quote, again, a typical example of something that you might be thrown in a sociology lesson and asked to debate, explore and discuss. Of course, having your opinions is key, and that's what we really want to develop through the study of sociology. But also, it's about looking at the perspectives of others and debating and understanding that somebody else's point of view, whilst different to your own, is completely valid. That's the heart of sociology. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation today. I hope this has given you some thought about what the study of sociology might be like. If you do have any more questions and you're interested in taking the course, please feel free to have a quick chat with either myself, Mr. Cowsall, or Mr. McIntyre as head of sixth form, who will give you a little bit more information about the study of sociology. Thank you for listening.